Hey guys, Ryan and Tony back at ground control, still working from the snap down position, the options that we have from there. So I'm gonna go ahead, tying up with Tony once again in our stance, and now I'm gonna snap him down and then sprawl my hips down as he works towards the mat. Now this time, for whatever reason, I feel like my path towards the back isn't open. Maybe I tried to spin and he was able to block, I wasn't able to get my hand in place. So instead I'm gonna attack the neck from this position. As I'm sprawled on top, my hand is on his chin to start. So my hand that is in between my body and his on the far side from this angle is coming through and cupping right the chin, trying to stretch his neck. My shoulder is gonna drop right in front of his shoulder. And now the first thing I try to do is I drop my hip and I move my head towards the far shoulder blade. What this does is it's gonna lengthen my choking mechanism and my hand can come all the way through. You see how much more distance I'm able to get, as opposed to with my head still on this side, my hand can make it maybe towards his shoulders. If I get towards the far shoulder blade, my arm gets all the way up, my wrist is at his shoulders. From now, at this point, what I look to do is my free hand grabs right towards the outside of my wrist and I pull my hands tight towards my chest. The next thing that I try to do is I'm gonna rotate towards my grip so that my ribs go towards the back of his head, keeping him nice and tight. Once I'm in this position, I'm gonna plant my outside leg, and now I'm gonna sit through, almost like I'm sliding into a base, putting my shin right towards his belly. Lastly, to make sure he doesn't roll out, my outside leg that was my plant leg is gonna cut over, bite down onto his hip, and now I do a crunch and bring my hands towards my chest. We'll go one more time with it. So from our snap down position, as I snap down, boom, sprawling away, I'm gonna cup his chin. I'm gonna take my head from one shoulder towards the other, lengthening my choking mechanism. At the same time that I do this, I wanna keep contact. So I don't just move my head up. That's gonna give too much room for somebody to move around. So my head slides towards the other side. Now I look to grab my wrist. I'm gonna rotate towards my grip. Once my ribs are in place towards the back of the head, I plant my outside leg and I'm gonna slide my shin right towards his waist. My outside leg kicks in, I do a crunch, lifting my arms towards my chest, dropping my elbow towards my hip in order to get the finish. That's one guillotine option from the snap down position.